fight him.
That's true. So wait, Kool-Aid, you think he's innocent of all the charges against him, all of them?
Trump? Well, I think the banks. He proved to the banks, and the banks even said he didn't do what he said. It's what normal business does. He paid us back on time.
That's the Florida
So
one.
Everything was good. We had nothing against Trump. He built his buildings the way he did.
So Jay, the only one that Trump should have gotten in trouble for was the classified documents one. That is the case that, you can't really shy away from. And I did say this, Jay, if you remember, almost a year ago when all this stuff happened. I was in a room, you were there, and I said, Trump will get out of all of these cases. Because either the court will not find him guilty, or there'll be some kind of mistake that they make in their kind of political zealousness to get Donald Trump that will allow him to get a technicality to get out of these cases. And that's kind of what's occurred.
Wait, Naveen, let me just ask you this, and I want to say hello to Kelly and Jordan. You don't think he had anything to worry about with that January 6th case in Washington, D.C.?
No. Because I definitely don't. Because I think first of all, I think they would never let it go to trial. Number one. Number two, the presidential immunity issue was always on the table. I knew the Supreme Court would rule properly on it. And by the way, even if the Supreme Court was a full Democrat Supreme Court, right, the case is clear, right? There's so many things that you could then arrest Bill Clinton on so many things that he did and said that helped the Clinton Foundation while he was in office and say, hey, that was never charged. He did so many things, so shouldn't he be charged? Well, he was a president, sitting U.S. president, so we can't charge him. George Bush did things. Barack Obama, are those things chargeable offenses, right? So you would have almost like a crisis in a sense, not a constitutional crisis, but a major crisis. So I always knew that he would get out of it because of presidential immunity. And now they refiled it now.
Yes, they refiled it, and he actually asked if he can give usually the document's 15 pages. He asked if he can go to 45, and the judge granted it under new indictment. So, hey, listen, we all have our opinion on January 6th. I'm eager to hear what Miss Kelly has to say. Hello, Kelly. Kelly, are you there?
I am sorry.
Oh,
sorry, I had to get to the... Sorry, my screen went black. I was trying to give this little dog a treat. Yes, I'm here. I'm just listening to try and catch up what you guys are talking about. But I guess the only thing I can say about corruption and who is or isn't being indicted or found out for it, listen, I think that this kind of stuff, you have to look at it over the long term. And what's more interesting to me is how the parties themselves deal with it. And so, take that comment however you want to, but I don't know that. The only thing that really bothers me is when you see a party totally trying to cover for it. I don't know if we've seen a ton of that lately, but we certainly see corruption in both places.
100%. Speaking of which, Howard, thank you for fact checking me. George Santos, you're correct 100% about him. Got indicted, got found guilty. In the middle of him running for election again because he's that arrogant. Well, let me say hello to Dr. Jordan. Jordan, how you doing, my friend?
Good. How are you?
Man, I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking. So, Jordan, corruption in politics, is this the new normal?
Well, corruption in politics is a norm around the world. Just go to Transparency International and you'll feel right at home. We'll feel right at home. I think in the United States, we often I think the power elite often look the other way. And now with the 24-hour news cycle and our fascination with the drama and social media, etc., it's kind of like a perfect storm for this stuff to kind of surface. And
Damn, you're so
there's an angle
upset. What are you so
everywhere,
upset for?
right?
You didn't even say anything. You're like, you're
In the
Christina.
United States,
Fuck off.
before mass media, people, didn't even have the
Ooh, they kicked me from the room. They kicked me from the room. There we go again with the word they.
Pórtense bien o los voy a poner a limpiar el baño. Como mi amigo Vasectomy.
Vasectomies es muy mal para tu salud.
Did you say go in the bathroom or I'm gonna get a vasectomy?
No, I said I'm gonna make you clean the bathroom like my friend vasectomy.
Okay. I gotta work on my Spanish.
They started asking me, how's the pay? Because, like, I guess for their racial makeup, they're not even, like, they don't even find it a problem to have to clean the bathrooms for pay. They're like, how much? Are there any benefits? No, they're not. Guys, they don't ask for benefits. They get more. You just give them the base pay, and they'll do it.
So I've had some people filing complaints against me with YouTube, and they they're basically, I'm having a lot of problems, but I've also had people record me and dox me, and so I filed the same complaints, and sure enough, YouTube removed all the videos that they were doxing me with my legal name, my government name.
Diego, I just can't imagine somebody reporting Adrian on YouTube. It's like looking at your stuff, bro.
Dude, that's so funny. I love that. Like, you know what you should have, John? You should have the what the hell is it called? The Eras tour. You know what I mean? Like, you had like the big troll era, and then you had like your shit. I'm forgetting your eras. Scammovie.com is definitely one of the tours.
Yeah, that was a big one. That made a big impact. Everybody was like, what is this scam movie? Somebody filmed a Clown House movie? There's a movie coming out on Netflix.
Adrian Dittman. Adrian Dittman's like your Sasha Fierce tour.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah. No, you've got your eras.
Where did Christina go? Because I'm talking to this girl who claims that Christina is a crazy stalker. And, but this person is off because they claim that Christina is a Jewish guy who is pretending to be an Australian for many years. And I'm like, that's not a guy's voice. That's got to be a girl. But Christina says it's 100, so I don't know what to believe anymore.
Wait, what are we talking about?
You know the Australian girl who comes in here?
Yes.
This person, yeah, that's apparently a Jewish guy who pretends to be an Australian woman. You think this is? You think I'm making? I'm not just randomly making this up. This person, listen, they're in my other room right now. It's a chick with a dick. Hola, mates. It's real. It's a real Australian over here. Oi, Christina, come to the other room and put in the chat what you've been telling me.
She can't. She's blocked.
Oh.
But do you realize what this would mean for Tim?
Oh, he'll have a nervous breakdown. Don't tell him. He'll shit his pants.
Wait, the thing is, like, Tim came in and I invited him up and he didn't come in the room. Like, I was surprised. He came to the stage.
Bastard.
He claims that this person claims that that this Australian chick is a lonely Jewish married guy who's totally crazy, stalks her friends, and now she's like supervising and stalking him to counter intel the fake gay Australian.
Christy is not a Jewish man.
She sounds like a girl.
I know it sounds like a girl, but I have met people that do really good Australian accents, and then they're like, dude, I was fucking with you. I'm not Australian. I was like, really? Holy shit, I really thought you were Australian. I mean, look at the profile. This is a person who never says anything about them personally, always brings up totally useless, weird facts, and it's like a non-playable character. So you guys are literally talking to a gay Jewish guy who's married, according to this Christina.
She talks about her
Yep, maybe.
He does talk about her work.
He talks about his work.
Wait a second.
I'm a fool for her.
And it's not even work. What do you think this person is like? Anyways, there's no point in going on about Christine or whoever the fuck it is.
Wait. What's her username?
The fake